Hi and welcome, guys. Thank you for joining me here on a new live stream today. So as promised, every Sunday around 6 p.m. Dubai time, I'm doing here the live streams. Good morning, Crypto Chick from New Jersey. Sorry, New Jersey. I don't wanted to offend you that you're from New York. So just let's wait here another, let's say 10-15 seconds, then we'll directly get going. Yeah, I don't want to waste your time, guys. I also have not so much time, but we will obviously try to make the best out of this. Like this. Second. Ah, okay, amazing. You know that I was actually yesterday morning in New York, so but I had only a 4 hours overlay, so it made no sense to leave the airport. Hey Finn, okay, so let's get going here. Thank you for everyone that is tuning in here to this live stream. Like I said, I don't want to waste here a lot of time of you guys. So I believe that Bitcoin is moving big time here in potential even the next hours. We could be just hours away from that. Yesterday I made a small mistake by saying that the DXY would actually move today, but I forgot because it's a weekend that the stock market is closed, so it will obviously move by tomorrow. So and this is for me just 6 hours away when we could potentially see here a really big move based on the DXY. So but for everybody that watched yesterday the video, you know already what I said yesterday. So that because the DXY here in comparison to the Bitcoin price came up here into this resistance zone, so where it hit resistance here, then it hit resistance there, and now it's here in this resistance zone again, but pushing to the upside. So there are two scenarios what could actually, there are two scenarios what we could see potentially tomorrow be happening, is that for once we could see the DXY just go crazy and push through this and then get a rejection. So, and obviously that would lead to a further dump into the Bitcoin price. So, or we see the DXY correcting to the downside, and that will mean that the Bitcoin price goes up. So personally, I believe that the DXY tomorrow will dump and the Bitcoin price will pump. So, but I just don't, I don't want to just talk about this. I also want to show you guys this, why I believe that this will be the case. So for this, let's go to, not this chart, to this one here. So first of all, we are still in this Wyckoff distribution pattern. So where we have here the phase A, the phase B, the phase C, phase D, and then phase E. So in phase E, we see that the Bitcoin price is coming from an uptrend and leading into a downtrend. So afterwards, we go a little bit sideways in phase D and then slowly, gradually going up here again before we get the final move to the downside. And here the important thing is the last move to the downside, here this must be higher than the last move between A and B. So, and that is for now the case. So, and tomorrow we could see potentially a big move here to the upside, getting out of phase C into D over the next 3-4 days. And when we are seeing this, then we can be quite certain that we are now in phase D, which will lead to phase E. And in phase E, we will create a new all-time high. So that is, most likely still 2-3 months away, in my opinion, minimum 2-3 months away, could be even longer. So, but I really believe that this Wyckoff pattern here is playing out as soon as the DXY starts to dump. Another reason why I believe that the Bitcoin price will move here substantially in the next coming hours and days is when we are having a look here on the Bitcoin hash rate. So, and that is basically the computing power that you need to generate Bitcoins. So, and you can see here, this is a crazy bull run to the upside. The hash rate is exploding more or less. So, and usually when this is happening, the Bitcoin price follows suit. So for now, you see the Bitcoin price is declining while the hash rate is going up, and that never lasted really, really long. So after a certain time, the Bitcoin price is catching up to the hash rate. So now I give you an example. Let me have a look here. So for example, here in this section, so you saw the hash rate was from the bottom here starting to go up. The Bitcoin price followed, but then went sideways, but then the price went here on a bull run. So, and the hash rate was in that case following the Bitcoin price, so which is usually the case. So, and now with the Bitcoin price going down and the hash rate going up, we will see the same thing again. The Bitcoin price will catch up to the hash rate and be above the hash rate, which means that the hash rate, the Bitcoin price has to move substantially above $60,000. So let me see here what you guys are writing in the chat. I want to have a quick look here. Yes, exactly. Don't be jealous. Chick, I'm coming for you. So yeah, let's get back into the Bitcoin chart. Oh, sorry, that's Matic. So here on the 4-hourly chart, I want to have a look here. I did not look before the stream. So here, the relative strength index is also quite bearish right now. So because we are here under 36%. So, but if we switch here to a daily chart, yeah, that is also indicating that we are in here for a bigger move in the immediate short term, because we when we have a look on the RSI is here more or less going sideways, and that is something that first of all doesn't happen quite often. So, and when this happens and the Bitcoin price is trending to the downside, we see also quite soon afterwards a substantial move back to the upside. You can see here also how the RSI was playing with the smoothing moving average here, and was here going above this, under this, above, under, above, now again under. So, and at some point the RSI will go above this and then trend it to the upside, and obviously that will also lead then to a bigger push in the price to the upside. So another indicator that we should definitely have a look at today is the stochastic RSI, and here's something that I had already mentioned a couple of days back, that when the stochastic RSI is hitting here rock bottom, and that will be by today's close, that we will see a bounce from this bottom back to the upside, because we are then absolutely oversold, and the price has to either go sideways or to correct back to the upside. So I take into consideration that we have in 3 days from Mr. Powell the announcement about the interest rates, what's going to happen with that. But in my opinion, if the rates are increasing, I know a lot of people are bearish about this when they're increasing. I believe that this is actually bullish, because when the interest rates are increasing and everything gets more expensive, so then people will again start looking left and right where they can put their money to actually preserve the purchasing power, and they will once again look at Bitcoin and on other cryptocurrencies. So it will be not only Bitcoin, but the majority will look at Bitcoin when they look, okay, my inflation rate is now, let's say 20%, and when I have a Bitcoin and Bitcoin goes up in average over 100% a year, so what do you think where they're going to store their money? You know, so there will definitely there will be a run on Bitcoin if we're getting here higher interest rates, in my opinion. So that's why let them announce higher interest rates. I'm looking forward to that. So if he is not announcing higher interest rates, it's also bullish for us, because then also people think that they have still the same amount of money what they had. You know, so the fear is gone the fear is gone, so they can now go back into the market and continue to spend. So in any case, we should see here some bullish momentum over the next, let's say, 72 hours. So I will get also in some questions here, guys, just into a second. Don't worry, I see all the questions. So also here, when we are looking at the MACD, on the MACD, we can also see that the MACD is creating here smaller and smaller red candles on the daily chart. Here, when we have a part like this is also never staying for a long time like this. Usually we flip then here also quite soon into the green, and that would coincide with everything else, that this might be here already the bottoming candle. And then from here, we will start to move to the upside. So now, guys, let me get quick here into some of the comments. So I read this actually here, you know, so I'm reading the chat here on this laptop. So just that you know, it's not like my phone or something, and I'm actually looking at you guys. So let's have a look here into the chat. No, I would not open a short personally. Encrypted broker, I would not do that. Yeah, I would definitely accumulate, Matthew. That's what I was doing for the last couple of days. I actually got also in some altcoin positions, but that was not ending so well for me for the immediate short term. So I'm quite down on them. But because also on the higher time frames, all the altcoins setting up for the exact same pattern, I'm not really concerned about this. Frizzle, yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I can also have a look later on FTM. So let me show you first here again. No, here we go. So that is my last point here, why I believe that Bitcoin is ready to break out here to the upside, is after we formed here this ascending channel, that we within that channel also created a falling wedge that is also poised to break out here in the immediate short term. So if we close today's candle and the next one starting out in green, then I'm quite certain to 99% that we will see here a big move to the upside. So the initial target of this will be the top of this falling wedge here to $49,200. And guys, I just want to remind you, if I have here people that are new to the channel, please subscribe and also activate the notification bell if you enjoy this content. That would make me really, really happy, guys. So now let's start looking on some of the altcoins. So here you can see already Matic on the stochastic RSI has already created a buy signal, and this could here be the bottoming candle for Matic. Also here, tomorrow we will know if Matic continues now to push here higher, then we know exactly that this was the bottoming candle. So, but if you want to check this for yourself, then I recommend you look across different altcoins and look for the stochastic RSI like this. If the stochastic RSI is looking like this, pretty closely to the 0% level, and makes like a swing, like it wants to turn around, then you know the price is really, really close to the bottom, and it actually doesn't really matter if the price moves from there 20-30% lower, because we have potential upside even in bigger altcoins of 200, 300, 500 and 1,000% in the next coming weeks and months. So it doesn't really matter if you buy now and it would drop 20% if you have a long time horizon. So, and especially if I move this chart here now to another exchange, now if I move this here to Binance, so there you see it a little bit better. So we are definitely setting up here for a move back to the upside in Matic, and you can also see here that this important support level is holding, and Matic was bouncing off from this back to the upside. So let me just show you quick that this is across multiple coins here. So maybe not Gala. So Gala also here. LRC not. You will see now while I'm going through a lot of these coins that we will find this quite often. So I saw now some, they're pretty close to it. They're maybe 1 or 2 weeks away from this. So, but here sand is also another one. I might actually buy some sand later. So because look where it was. So if that goes back to all-time high from where it is now, that's a 400% move. So let's have a look here on some other coins. Mana also, Mana really good. Also ready to move here by next week back to the upside. Also here all-time high, $5. Oh, sorry, I cannot really see this. $5, almost $6. So that's here again another 400% coin in my opinion. So I know here that so VeChain that can still take a little bit. Luna is also pretty close. Matthew, yeah, that's possible. But I'm not paying too much attention to this because I'm not really into meme coins. So here also Luna is by today's weekly close also ready to move here back to the upside. Think Cardano the same. No, Cardano actually not. AVAX is pretty close to it. No. Rune is also close to it. And FTM is also ready to move here back to the upside. So you see there are like quite a lot of coins. They are lining up right now to move here to the upside. And that was for me another clue why I believe that the big market manipulators are setting here the whole market actually up for a massive bull run. So they are waiting that the indicators are all coming down. And once they are down on the weekly time frame, they will push the markets to crazy new highs that we have not seen for the last couple of months. Yeah, so I can have now a look on some other coins before I'm actually leaving. So guys, let me know in the chat what coins you want to see. Post only one time a coin. I don't want to see multiple people posting the same coin all the time. So only once, post the coin that you want to see so that I can make out which coin is most upvoted to be shown here on the chart. What's happening here on Bitcoin? Let's go into the lower time frame. Okay, we have Zil, Ada, Apecoin, Cake, Jasmu, Ada. Okay, so the first one will be Cardano. And then, okay, Nash, you're disqualified. Ah, no, you just wanted to correct it. Okay, so, but Fabi, you're disqualified. I said posted only once. So, then let's get here into Cardano. Let me get you to a lower time frame because I'm sure you want to know what's happening here in the immediate short term with Cardano. So I will go through 3-4 coins before I'm leaving here again. So let's get some indicators. Yeah, so Cardano is definitely on the 4-hourly chart still in a massive downtrend. But there is, in my opinion, some hope at the end of the tunnel here. Because when we're in such an extended downwards trend on one of the bigger major coins, this is not lasting really long. So when I go back here, you will see what I mean. So here we flipped bearish. Then we went one wave down, second wave down, third wave down. Then we tried to flip, but we failed. One wave down, 2 waves down, flip. So now that is something that we can observe quite often in the charts with the EMA ribbon, that we get 2 to 3 waves down before we're flipping again. So now here on Cardano, we had already, after we flipped 1 wave down, 2 waves down. So we tried to flip here, failed, 1 wave, again, we are in the 2nd wave. So here in the immediate short term, we should see another attempt to flip the EMA ribbon, but this time we will do this. So, and look what happened the last time. So here we went from the last flip, even if I take it from the top of the ribbon, we went up 51%. So which is not bad if you consider that this was within 3 weeks, more or less. So it was like 2.5 weeks. So 2.5 weeks, 50% is a pretty good return. So then let's have a look. Did I see here now multiple times something else? Nope. No, Floki, you are disqualified. I said post only once. So actually, let me do ApeCoin, because I know. Oh, that looks bad. So, but it looks also like that it might be over already. So here on ApeCoin, we saw here now this massive run to the upside on ApeCoin, and that was due to that ApeCoin had launched here its own metaverse, the other side. So I'm now here now, not connected. So here you can read this through. So they have different levels of rarity, these lands. They have different resources and stuff like that, and that all comes into consideration about how valuable these are actually. So let me see here. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, so we had a massive run here because of this metaverse of ApeCoin in ApeCoin actually to the upside. So it went here all the way up yesterday to almost $28. So I tried to mint these metaverse lands. So I bought a KYC wallet. So but then I overslept. So, and I missed the mint and wasn't able to mint. So it would have, we will see in the next couple of days if I will regret this or not. But I'm fearing I really will. So because they are selling now for around 8 Ethereum, I think in a couple of days it could be 20. So yeah, it's quite unlucky that I was not able to get up early enough. The funny thing is my alarm woke me up and I turned it back to snooze. So yeah, so that was a mistake. But yeah, that was basically what was fueling this big up run here in ApeCoin, because you needed ape coins to be able to mint. You needed around $6,000 to $7,000 in ApeCoin to mint one of these lands. So, and yeah, that's why we saw this massive run. And then once the metaverse was ready to mint, we saw then a massive decline here in ApeCoin, because people started to use these ape coins to mint and stopped buying. So, and then because the price has substantially risen here to the upside, a lot of people started selling at these prices, and that led to this massive move here now to the downside that we are seeing in ApeCoin. So let me see if there's another coin that I can do next. No. Sorry, I cannot advise on some new projects. So let me also have a look here on the daily chart, if you can see anything there. So here on the daily chart, it looks not all too bad for ApeCoin. So ApeCoin could be just testing here the upper end of the ribbon, which is considered to be still bullish. So especially with here the stochastic RSI being quite low already. So this can still go on for another 2-3 days. So we could come down here all the way to like $14 again before we see a bounce. So, but that is in my opinion absolutely fine. The indicators have then cooled up, and I think that ApeCoin could then stay within a range of $14 to $19 here approximately for quite a while before we see another move above $20. Let me have a look here on the chat. And guys, just one thing. So if I'm right tonight, if I'm right here with the Wyckoff accumulation pattern in Bitcoin, and we see tonight the next candle pushing up here in green, so I can tell you, I will open a really, really big long position and will share that with you guys. The moment I do that, I will do it in real time. And I will not use a lot of leverage for that because I want to make this a swing trade. So, but if you want to trade with me, guys, then don't forget, you can still go to BYBIT. There you still get $4,050 in bonuses for using this specific link here. And on Phemex, you get $4,100 for signing up with my link here. Let me actually post these links quick into the chat, guys. Up. Oh, what did I do here now? Want to make the swap. Oops. So up. So there you go, guys.